The Swarm at the break, and we've got a special guest to get us through some of our halftime blues. We've got none other than the man that is in charge of the PR for the Motor City Cruise. Brody Hickle joins us. Brody, you're always the guy that sets us up with all the media. You do such a great job.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, man, we really enjoy having you and appreciate that. But folks want to know, what do you do behind the scenes? What are some of the day-to-day type activities, getting the media prepared, and many, many other duties for games such as this one?
Right, so the biggest thing is for game days is to make sure that everyone has game notes and ready and prepared, just so they know everything about the team, everything about the players, where they come from, and how they're doing it throughout the league, and make sure that you guys know everything about if there's any injuries or anything like that. But also, my job kind of on the business side of things is to make sure that our brand looks as good as it can be, and try to spread stories throughout the year from all of our players. Like, for example, I know we released one, Princeton released one about Tosana Woma, doing a catch-up story on him. So it's kind of nice to see things go out that you worked hard to do, and it reflects on our organization, and it shows the success for future players coming in to our organization and how they can succeed. So we definitely use that a lot from the business side, and it's kind of nice just to have 1 year down now, because now everything just seems like very similar, very easier now for me. And the thing is that also sets a challenge for me, because I always want to do better than last year. But above all, I'm just thankful that I'm in the position I am right now, and like Coach Williams said during Summer League, always thankful that I have a job, because I'm always thankful that I have a roof over my head, pay the bills and everything, because I know a lot of people would be dying to be in the position I am right now. So I always, even if there's a bad day performance-wise, I'm always happy that I'm in the position where I'm in right now.
And a great position it is, and it started, give us where it started from and some of the obstacles you've overcome to get this job in sports that so many people, as you mentioned, strive to get to.
Yeah, so when I was in high school, I knew from the get-go I really wanted to get into sports. I was a team captain for the cross-country team in my high school, so that really fed off to what I wanted to do. But I graduated high school with only 40 to 50 people, believe it or not. So it was a big challenge. So I went to Bowling Green afterwards, and everyone was always like, yeah, I went to a small school with only like 300 people, and I was just like, oh yeah, I have you beat. I only went to a school that had like 40 to 50 people in it. But so that was definitely a big obstacle, but I used that kind of as motivation to get to where I wanted to be. So I really got involved as a student and did several internships for landing here full time. So it was just one of those things where it's like, hard work pays off. Like, one of my internships, I had to travel an hour and 15 minutes to get to every single day. So it's just sacrifices that I had to make, and all the hard work put in, and everything was like relative to PRs. And I fell in love with it from the very beginning. So I'm thankful, and I love it a lot. And going back to the graduating with 40 to 50 people from high school, I kind of want to be that example of someone that to inspire people who graduate from schools like that no matter where you come from, as long as you put in the work, you can get to where you want to be.
Love it. We're with Brody Hickle in his second year, and Brody good enough to join us here at halftime. Brody, lastly, talk to us a little bit about some of the promotions coming up and what we have in store for us here in Cruise basketball the rest of the way.
Well, I know the Cruise fans are definitely excited for January 17th. That's when we have the second Education Day game. That's when we have like all the schools fill up the arena, and we had our first sellout last year, and we enjoyed it. You could definitely hear all the screaming, all the energy coming from the fans, and we love seeing stuff like that, because it definitely shows the community what we're about, and family fun environment, free parking, cheap concessions. There's not a bad seat in this house, honestly. I mean, you can sit anywhere and you're close in on the action. And we definitely will be sending out a promotion schedule coming up from our partners and theme nights. And I know last regular season game of the year, we're having a Marvel night, which will be like, well, awesome. Everyone will have Marvel themed jerseys on. So the kids are going to love that as well, and that's what we're about. And so we're definitely excited, and I'm thankful for this organization, and I'm thankful for you guys for always putting the word out there for us. So we appreciate that.
Thank you very much. There he is, Brody Hickle, Cruise PR. We're back with more at half.